your online experiences are safe? You can talk to us because, I mean, even as the experts say, a huge percentage are quite in the whole online. So what do you do? We'll be getting into radio feedback as the whole tail end of the show. Right now, we'll be updating you on what to expect. Quite a number of events as of today, National Assembly Committee events, as well as diplomats, politicians from Ukraine, getting into and also meeting up with, government officials. ODM leader Raila Odinga is also expected to visit victims of the Embakasi fire. But key today, it is also International Day of Zero Tolerance for Female Genital Mutilation, and we'll be getting an update from Kisii as well, from Alfaya Kombo. Would you start with Nakuru? Nakuru Pointman, Chichi Josephine, a very good morning to you. There has been a whole tussle on the War Memorial Hospital. Take us up to speed on this matter. What should we be expecting to see as of today?
Stan, thank you so much. Allegedly, the founding father, or that rather history says that the founding father, President Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, walked from the State House Lodge in Nakuru crossed over to the War Memorial Hospital that is just next to the State House Lodge here in Nakuru County. And of course, he verbally declared that the place, or rather part of the hospital land, is verbally annexed. And remember, that was to say that it was annexed by the government, and it was a peaceful annexation. But also, right now, the county government of Nakuru and the War Memorial management have, of course, been embroiled in a tussle over the land that is a 25-acre piece of land. But of course, understand that the civil society right in this particular county have a word to speak about, and more especially to say about this particular tussle that has been there, and that has led to the senator, that is the current senator for Nakuru, that is Tabitha Karanja, to of course propose an impeachment for the current governor, that is Susan Kika. But allow me to talk to the civil society, that is the Nakuru civil society, to tell me what they think about this whole particular matter concerning the War Memorial land tussle. I'll begin with you, Bwana Masese. Tell me what you think. I believe you're the chairman. I don't know. You will tell us about that. But tell us what you think about this particular land tussle that is, of course, going on in Nakuru.
Thank you so much, Chichi. My name is Paul Masese. I'm presently a convener of Nakuru Civil Society Organizations Forum. And the forum brings together civil society organizations who have programs and presence in Nakuru County. As a forum, we are quite disturbed by the time the dispute is taking to be settled and the direction is taking. Actually, from the onset, we want to be very clear that as long as the issue is being arbitrated by the court, we just wanted to go that way. We've been very patient. It is alleged that the management of the hospital forged documents, and as a sector, we are keen to know if indeed that is true. And the only place we can get that information from is once the court proceedings are finalized and a determination is made. What disturbs us right now is the direction that the matter is taking. We have seen and very greatly worried by the fact that government continues to disobey court orders. That's what worries us the most. And today we are addressing the media to call upon government to respect court orders. From the top, it started with the president, is now getting down to counties. With time, perhaps, Kenyans will also start taking law unto themselves, and that is a recipe for anarchy. As civil society, that worries us the most because our work is promoting constitutional principles and standards. The latest incident where wounds were deployed on the facility is also a point at anarchy and entrenchment of impunity. So this is what we are concerned about, and my colleagues are here to call upon, first and foremost, the government, both from the national level and the county level, to respect rule of law. Rule of law is better than rule of man. So we cannot sit aside as a civil society and watch as the people we elected and delegated our sovereign powers to, take the country to the dogs. So really, that's why we're here today. Yeah.
So do you believe that the part of the hospital land belongs to the government?
You know, what we've gathered and what is in the public domain is that this land was leased. Yeah, there was a lease. The lease expired. Government has got the powers to renew or not to renew any lease. So if the government wished not to renew the lease, and if indeed as it's being alleged that the management of the hospital forged documents to extend the lease, and since the parties have gone to court, what is expected of a civilized society? The court should be allowed to prosecute the matter and then make a determination. And what does natural justice demand? On the first instance, the magistrate issued stay orders that the county government should not interfere with the operations of the hospital until the matter is addressed. Yeah, so that was not obeyed. What we saw instead was that the county government deployed enforcement officers at the facility to stop the operations. That's the first instance at which the court order was disobeyed. And that is what we are concerned about. Whether the land, you know, let's be very clear. We are not here to hold brief for civil society, I mean for the management of the facility, neither are we here to hold brief on behalf of the county government.
What are your demands, Masese, briefly?
Our demands are very simple, and my colleagues referred to them. Number one, we need to see the county government, led by Governor Susan Kiika, obeying court orders. That is why we elected him, to protect and uphold the Constitution. So once the court has made a determination, the governor is not above the law. She should respect the court order. Number two, we need the county command of police to come out and clean and tell us whose orders is he implementing, even not the court orders. We saw him last week on Wednesday go to the hospital and say that, and of course,
He did not say anything.
He went to the hospital and supervised the return of the management, but immediately they left. Wounds descended on the hospital. Now we need to understand from who sent those wounds. How come the police did not do anything to stop the goons? There are videos making rounds online of people looting and making way out of the hospital with some commodities. Who sent him? So Mr. Ndanyi, the county commander of police in Nakuru County, should come out and explain to the public whose orders is he implementing, even though the court orders. What is stopping him from taking action against those individuals who were captured on film? The same day, those goons threatened the journalists. We have seen videos making rounds where they are telling journalists that if they don't stop the coverage, they are going to descend upon them. So the county command of police must protect journalists and any other person, including members of Nakuru Civil Society Forum, who have taken a position on this issue. Finally, we ask, if they are daring us to take law into our own hands, would the governor and the politicians be happy to lead a country that is would they be comfortable if we take the anarchy route?
Masese, you've taken a lot of time. Allow me to talk to him briefly. 1 minute, kindly. Tell me what you think about this whole matter.
My name is Brian Tome from the Civil Society in Nakuru, and we are disturbed by the fact that rule of law is being taken into their own hands, and would like to encourage the county commander, just as my colleague has said, to be able to enforce the laws and come out clear and tell us if they're not enforcing the court decisions that are being given, then whose orders are they taking? And also just to ensure, and also just to insist that journalists have the freedom to be able to provide information to the public. So they are a private entity, they should not be coerced by anyone. And as this, we are encouraging him to come out clean and explain to the public whose orders are they implementing if it's not the court's orders. Yes.
So you feel the county government is on the wrong?
Well, we are waiting for the court rulings, but at this point we want to also encourage the county government to ensure that all court rulings that are being provided or are being given by the courts are being respected and followed to the letter. Yes.
Unfortunately, I won't talk to any other person because I'm being told that the time is not on our side. Therefore, stand, those are, of course, NAKURU Civil Society group that, of course, are talking in regards to what has been happening in this particular county, and, of course, concerning the land tussle that has involved the Nakuru County government and the War Memorial Hospital. And, of course, that is all they have to speak about. But allow me have later talk to them, and, of course, I'll be able to update our viewers to what will be happening in Nakuru County in our subsequent bulletin. Over to you, Stan. My name is Chichi Josephine.